Somebody shout and say, yeah. Now I'm fitting to sing me an old country song. I want y'all to come on and help me turn these chairs around when I say, Lord, you are my
But God sent me on an assignment and a mission. And for me to get this right, I'm going to do all my official stuff, get that out of the way, so you can know that my mom and daddy raised me right. But the first thing I want to do is make sure I'm in the right place. Are y'all hearing me tonight?
Amen.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to quantify and qualify the room. Phone. How many people are saved in the book? Just raise your hand.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Some hands up a little slow. Right? I got you. Some of y'all had a rough weekend. I understand. It's okay. How many filled with the Holy Ghost? Raise your hand. Okay, y'all just verified what God told me. I'm in the right room. This message I got is not necessarily for the unsaved. Well, I know y'all want to bring your sinful sister and brother here, but no, you didn't know God had set for you today. This is a church message.
Amen.
It's for people who have been church. People have been to learn. They know the word. Like I'm gonna see. I know that people frown upon long-winded preaching now. Y'all remember back in the day when they would preach about 2 to 3 hours, and everybody, and then people still didn't want to go home afterwards. Yeah, I know we ain't in that place no more. So don't worry. I ain't gonna be here that long. That's the boy. You ain't gotta come and get me. I'm not gonna be here that long. We wonder why we still struggle at home. And don't worry, I know it's Pentecost Sunday. I'm going to be all in there. Don't worry about that. I just got to get this across. We know that we're in the house of God, but we still seem to have problems. Do you remember when your mother used to pray and things happened? Yes. Well, I need some people to come alive. Right. I'm not going to preach long. I already threw away 2 pages. I saved you some time already. So I'm going to go straight to this. My mother would pray and things would, I don't know about y'all in my household. When my mother prayed and my father prayed, things happened. And as a young man, I witnessed the moving of God.
Yes.
And it taught me that prayer works. Y'all ain't looking yet. Prayer works. Do I have any witnesses that know that prayer works? Or y'all too quiet. It may not be working for you, but do you remember when Grandma prayed? And things turned around for her. We didn't quite understand it. We couldn't put it together. I don't know how it happened. I didn't know then, but I know now. She served a God that sat on high and looked down low. And turned his ears, our bishop said earlier, listen to us. So we want to be like Pentecost Sunday. I told you I knew what Sunday it was. We'll get to that. Pentecost Sunday, where they're all in one accord. See, that's trouble right there. You got to be in one accord. That's not my message. I'm not going to stay there. Some of y'all know that was for you. You got to be in one accord, in one mind. What does that mean? You should be tied into the vision of the pastor, of your leader. Y'all still quiet on that one. That's all right. Because let that word stick in there. It's okay. That's why Mama's prayer works. I didn't get a lot of amen on that. Mama and Daddy was locked into the pastor's vision. And to the vision that God had on their lives. So y'all think your vision is above the pastor's vision. No, it's supposed to be coming to working together. We're all the same body, amen? So they were in one accord, and the Holy Ghost came and fell under 120 in there. Yes. And what I liked about it, they didn't stay in the upper room. The Bible says they all went to the streets. Right. Oh, I wanted to preach on that. I wanted to preach on that, Pastor. But God said, no, that's not the message. I want to see, some of us, we want to be all holy in the church. Y'all looking real beautiful today. But are we talking about the Lord when we leave these doors? Some of you all, they don't even make it to your household. But they were in one accord, and when the Spirit hit them, they left the building. And they went to the street. The Bible said they continued speaking in tongues out in the street. I told you I wanted to preach this because we need to be able to see the Holy Ghost working out. Oh, y'all ain't ready for this. See, y'all want to have the Holy Ghost on the front bench, but when you get home, the Holy Ghost is left in church. But they went out the door and they spoke into the streets so much that the people say they're speaking out loud.
That's right.
And the Bible says Brother Peter stood up. They said, no, they must be drunk. I don't know. It's early in the morning. They're drinking so early. Brother Peter stood up and said, no, this is not what you think it is. I'm going to paraphrase from him because I'm not going to be reading a whole lot of my notes. He said, this is not what this was what Job spoke of. You can find it in Job 2, verse 28. And he said, this is what those poured out the other. And Peter preached, and 2,000 people were converted on that day. Now I jumbled that together because I got to get somewhere. But I want you to understand, we want to be like Peter. Anybody want to be like Peter? Oh, y'all didn't raise your hand on that one. So y'all think I'm setting y'all up. It's okay. I am kind of setting y'all up. We want to be like people. I want you to understand it didn't start on Pentecost Day. No. I need to go back a few days. Is that all right? Go ahead. In the case you're wondering, I'm starting to preach right now. I got to go back to the last church meeting. In the last church gathering, they called it the Last Supper when Jesus told the disciples to come and sit with him. How do we know there was a church meeting? Because there was a lot of backbiting, backstabbing, and backsliding going on. Yeah, y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's how you know it was a church meeting. They were talking about who's the greatest, who's supposed to be the best, who's sit beside you. They were backstabbing them. What about him? What are you going to do with him? Jesus said, what is it your business? And then it was backsliding, and we all know the backstab was Judas was going to betray him. With all this going on, and that's going to bring me to where we speak today. Jesus did something unique, brothers. Jesus did something unique, sisters. He pulled Peter to the side. He pulled Peter just like he tried to pull you to the side from time to time. Y'all know when God said, don't do that, sister. Don't do that, son. Don't do that. And we don't listen to him. Jesus pulled Peter to the side and had a private meeting with him. And like I said, I was raised right. My mother, she was here. She said, he ain't read no scripture yet. Lord Jesus. All right. That's what my mother said. You got to put some word out there. She said, oh, y'all don't follow this because the elders I always have. And she's right. She said, if you don't put no word out there, you just talking. So I'm going to give you all a little anchor to hold on to. Is that okay? That's the first time they said amen loud. I corrected myself. It's all right, though. I'm good. Luke, 22nd chapter, verse 31 to 32, I'm going to read. And Jesus pulled it, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brother. Can you all say that again? When thou art converted, say it. When thou art converted. And if you need to know, that's the title of my message. When thou art converted. I'm going to start on the 31st verse. In the Bible says, Jesus pulled Simon to the side and said, Simon, Simon. How many of y'all know that God says something twice? He means for you to pay a lot of attention. So he said, Simon, Simon. Then to make it worse, he said, behold. Pay attention. So this is serious. He says, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Jesus told Simon two things, and I need you to understand, this is my assignment today to let you know this as well. He said two things. Sometimes we skip the first one. He says, Satan desires to have thee. So y'all want to jump straight to the sifting, but no, first he wants to possess you. All right. And he doesn't have to own you. He just got to own your attention. Oh, come on. Y'all stay with me on this one. He's just got to own your attention. He's got to, when you're in church, he's got to take your mind off the word. When you're in church, you got to take your mind off the praise. You can't even get a praise in. Why? Because it's the praise that's going to bring you out of your situation. It's the word of God that's going to deliver you, but he wants to have you. You sitting there in your nice, pretty dress, your sanctified whites. And Satan has you. Jesus said, Simon, he desires to have you. So that's what he means. It's not the same as, oh, you know, because he just wants to have you, have your mind. But then if he gets you, then he wants to sift you. Right. Sifting is a separating process. Yeah. He wants to separate you. Or you're a member of the church, but you don't do nothing but talk about the other members. You're a member of the church, but you don't pay your tithes regularly. Because you say you can do better things with your money. Or you have to be quiet if you want. You don't want to right track. You can't support your pastor. You talk about the first lady all day long. She did nothing to hurt you but be married to the pastor. That's another message for another day. All right, first lady, move on out of the day. Amen. Jesus is warning Peter, but then he does something that I read and I was moved by, and I knew I had to read this. He says, but I have prayed for you. Yeah. Well, I came here to tell you tonight that Jesus has prayed for you. Yeah. Come on. Oh, can I really mess you up and let you know your pastor has prayed for you?
Yeah.
He said, this is what God tells Peter. He says, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brother. That sounds like an assignment to me. Peter didn't hear it. He said, and when? That means it's to come. Something's coming. It's not present. You've got to certainly be around sometime for this to happen. Are you all with me? And this is what Peter's answer is. And I want you to find yourself in verse 33. And he said unto him, Lord, I am ready to go with thee, both into prison and to death. Now God just told him, I got an assignment for you. When you are converted, strengthen your brethren. And Peter said, okay, I'm ready to die. Oh, y'all didn't get it yet. Y'all didn't catch it. Let me bring it to your time. Let me bring it in.
Work it out. Work it out.
Jesus is telling you, I want you to get in there and work with the pastor.
My God.
No, I didn't say become the pastor. Work with the pastor. Take that gift that I gave you. And I want you to work under your pastor in your church as the member of that church and use that gift. And you said, but I don't want to be there. Some of y'all planning on moving out of church in a couple of months. God says, I got something for you. Your blessing is tied into this church. Peter, you can't go nowhere because later on I'm going to use. Peter didn't know 2,000 were going to come. But God do it. He said, don't go anywhere. Get ready. I prayed for you. Oh, when Jesus prays for you, you're going to meet him.
That's right.
Oh, y'all don't hear that? When Jesus prayed, can I bless y'all real quick? Some of y'all may want to run out the door. If you want to know when Jesus prayed for you, read John 17.
That's right. I'm
not even going to talk about it. I'm not even get started in that. But on your own time, some homework, get on, read John 17. And see how God prayed for the present church, the past church, and for the future. He prayed for us. Get a chance to read that, but I got to deal with this. So this is what happened. God gives you an assignment. You decide, I'm ready to die. You decide this life is too hard. It's too much of a struggle. I can't pastor no more, Pastor. I can't do it. And some of you say, I can't sing on the choir. You know, my legs bother me. It amazes me how people's legs bother them on Sunday. They get healed on Monday and go to work. Some people believe in the anointing of the paycheck more than they do. How can you say that, Pastor? Because you're more faithful to church, to work than you are to church. You ain't never been late. You got an award for being the employee on time. You're employee of the month. But you can't never get to church on time. Pastor prayed the train. The train was on time when you got to work. I worked in New York for a long time. I know I didn't train. You got a plan to be on time. So we need to plan to be on. Oh, y'all know what y'all think, Pastor? Move on. I got to get to this. Here's the problem. Jesus had a plan in place. Told him what he was going to do. And instead of Peter getting in line and rejoicing over the plan, he resisted.
Yes, that's right.
He said, look, Lord, I'm ready to go with you. Well, I'm ready to go to prison. He didn't tell me he had to go to prison. He said, strengthen your brother.
That's right.
He didn't tell you you had to move to Canada. He told you to strengthen your brother. He said, be in the church. Be faithful in the church. You're wondering why Mama's prayers worked. She was faithful in the church.
Yes, she was.
She didn't go somewhere. And it's bad enough you leave from one church to the other, but it's worse when you stay in the church and you create your own. Oh, y'all want to hear about that. He's a pastor, but junior pastor had their own little section over there. I'm ready to go to prison. I'm ready to be locked up. Some of us are volunteering for punishment. Oh, y'all, that hit somebody hard, huh? We're volunteering for a problem. Jesus said, I got an assignment for you. It's for your good. It's going to make you look good. It's going to feel good. Some of y'all, I'm just giving you a confirmation of something that God said you still can't get stirred up. Because you voluntarily locked yourself up. I'm ready to go to prison. I'm ready to die. And Peter was serious because he went to the garden, he went to a prayer meeting with a knife. And y'all know some of y'all came to church strapped. He came to a prayer meeting strapped, ready to die, cut the man's ear off, but Jesus didn't put it back. If you read your Bible, can y'all read your Bible some more, please? If you read your Bible, he says, this, I'm going to do this for what? So you can let them go. Well, y'all don't want to hear that. See, when I was young, I thought there was a bunch of cowards, Pastor Moore, running, leaving Jesus in the garden. When thou art converted. Wait a minute. This is the Peter that healed the sick. This is the Peter that was there when they fed 5,000. This is the Peter that walked on water.
Right.
Wait, what does he mean when thou art converted? Is he saved? Is he filled? No, he said when thou art converted. Then strengthen your brother. So I'm here to tell you, you need to be converted.
Yes.
Oh, y'all can be quiet because y'all don't understand that. I'm going to break it down to you.
Make it plain,
There was one thread that went through all the messages that I say we're preaching at the Dwyer Center, and that is doing it God's way. Y'all remember I said that?
Right.
This is the conversion. Stop doing it your way.
Yes.
Start doing it God's way. Oh, I'm about to go now. I'm about to go. Rob, you can start making some noise. I'm about to finish this up. Y'all thought I was going to be here long. I'm about to finish now. This is where your deliverance is. How many people want to make it today?
I want to make
Come on. Shake off the sleep. I'm almost finished. Let's go. Come on. Get ready. You young people, this is for you as well. And if you catch this now at a young age, that God will do even more mightier works.
Amen.
Don't worry about what the old folks say.
Amen. That's it. Amen.
I don't mean don't be obedient. Don't put the wrong words in my mouth. I say don't worry about what they say. Because a lot of times when you start to do something, they tell you, no, that's not it.
Yes.
But the way you go by being converted is finding out what is God's way.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. Peter was a solo act. Y'all didn't notice it because he was always part of a group, but he was like John Lennon and Michael Jackson. They were part of these huge groups. He was part of the Beatles. He was part of Jackson 5, but they were a solo act for the beginning. Everybody knew Michael was going to go solo. Y'all say they don't believe it. See, if some of them had all the Michael Jackson albums, they holy now. Y'all know the Michael Jackson album. Y'all all know we knew Michael was going to go solo. We all knew that Michael was going to go solo. Everybody knew John Lennon was going to go solo. Because even though they were part of a group, they stood out. Peter stood out from the 12. It even sounded like a group. The 12 disciples, not like a singing group. But he stood out from the 12. Peter had some specialness. Y'all know that. Y'all been reading in the Sunday school. Peter was the one that was rambunctious. Peter was the one that had a lot of energy. Peter always talked. When Jesus said, I need to wash your feet, he said, not my feet, Lord. I'm not going to let you do it. And Jesus said, if I can't wash your feet, I'm going to have nothing to do with you. Well, Lord, wash all of me. Peter's very dramatic. That's why God said, I can see. You think because you're loud, and you think because you're forward, you think because you're articulate, because some people don't know beauty is a gift from God. I ain't got time to preach on that. Y'all better learn. It's a gift from God. And you should use your beauty, you should use your gifts, you should use your singing, your talents for the kingdom of God. Understand this though. Peter didn't know that he was doing it the wrong way. Some of y'all don't know you've been doing it for a long time the wrong way. Oh, y'all too quiet. I'm about to sit down, but if y'all don't get this, I'm going to have to go another round. We need to pray more. Let me tell you, Jesus only announced one thing about the house of God. Oh, y'all don't hear me. Jesus said, my Father's house will be called. Oh, y'all don't. I know y'all know the word. Why y'all mumbling? Y'all know what it says. Will be called the what?
House of prayer.
The house of. That's the one declaration that Jesus did about the house of God. Come on in the Bible. It will be called the house of prayer. And we don't want to pray anymore.
That's right. We don't.
Help us over
You don't want to pray. Okay, 0 to 60. That's when I go real quick. So I might talk fast. Y'all got to pay attention. 0 to 60. We're going to get up out of here. This is what God said. Sam, let them know I see them not kneeling anymore. Y'all pray on the side of the bed. Some of y'all pray sideways in the bed. God sent me, so I'm letting you know, if you're in the end of the Lord have mercy. Y'all better cry for mercy. He said, you need to get up, and the young people laughing. Now, some of the older people, when we get on our knees, they're easy to get back up. I'm just telling you the truth now. But I want you to understand, so what is that? That's called sacrifice. Y'all don't hear me. Because we don't like sacrifice anymore. We don't like sacrificial offerings. We don't like sacrificing in our tithes. If the light bill got to go on, well, God knows my heart. Y'all heard that before? God knows my heart. Sister Barry said, I always thought that was a bad thing. If God knew my heart and I wasn't paying my tithes, I'm in trouble.
That's right. My Lord.
Because Isaiah declares me a thief and a robber. Oh, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all ready to go home. This is what I'm going to say, y'all. You have to be converted. You got to change what you're doing. You can't come to church out of habit.
Right.
Yeah. I'm fast. I got to be fast. You can't just come to church because Mama told you to come to church.
That's right.
You can't just be on the choir because everybody else is on the choir. You on the choir for a personal reason. You called to this church for a personal reason. God says when you stand before you, it's not going to be the choir standing before God. You got to stand on your own. And God, you want God to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. You want God to look at you and say, I'm pleased with what you've done. You didn't do it for fame or fortune. You didn't do it for show. You didn't do it to be cute. You did it for the glory of God. Come into your reward. I don't know about you, but I have not been going around all these Sundays. And I've been doing all this sacrificing, all this praying for sure. I'm not going to miss out on heaven. I'm not going to miss out on glory. I already told my church, if I got to check every single gate, I'm getting in. If they say your name here, then it must be at the next gate. I'm getting in. I ain't going. There must be an error somewhere. Because I didn't live this long and sacrifice this much time to me. But y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. If I got to hold on to the gate, they're going to let me in. I said, listen, Jesus already paid my price. I got my ticket. I'm going in. But y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Here's my problem. We're trying to do it our own way. We're doing it our own way. And God said, no, you got to do it my way. Let me be specific so you can be delivered and get up out of here. I'm going to be very specific now. Some of you have been robbing God. This place got real quiet. Got real quiet. There may be a lot more of you than I thought. Some of us have been robbing God. And y'all think I'm just saying in money. No, some of y'all doing that. But you're robbing him. Not praise. That's the easy way out. You're robbing him in your time. Listen to me. God can say, if you believe in tithing, your money is 10% of what we get in, then you need to tithe your time. But I want you to understand this. God simply wants to talk to you. He simply wants you. Why? Because the only way you can be effective here is if you hear from God. That's it. You listen to everybody else. You listen to every preacher on the Word Network. You listen to all the preachers on the radio. You listen to all the movie stars. You're listening to the news, but you won't spend no time listening to your Savior. Peter was ready to be killed, but God had an assignment for him. God has an assignment for you. God's got an assignment. Let me tell you, mess you up. Some of you young people, y'all thinking about singing, because that's the cool part. Everybody wants to be on the choir. The good part is y'all can hold notes. Some of us want to be on the choir. We have to sing in the backwards. We have to merge in with that. But you can say, but this is the issue. It's not just about singing. Amen. Let me pick up my sister back there for a moment. Marie is an awesome singer. She's been singing all her life. She was singing when I was a kid, and it was getting on my last nerve. She went to music and art, and she was doing all those different exercises, me, my, mo, moo, and all that stuff. I didn't know God had an assignment in her life. But as her big brother, she was just getting on my nerves. And I used to always tell her, okay, stop singing all that, you're getting on my nerves. I didn't know that I was going to be her pastor and benefit from, oh, y'all don't want to hear this. Because she put that time in with God, with her gift, and because she dedicated to God, God puts up here and I get blessed by it now. But that's not though. She's about to get her degree in business. See, y'all looking at her and say, she's a beautiful singer, but you wouldn't know that she designs websites. You don't know that the girl knows accounting math. And she does. It's more to you than just a choir member. It's more to you than just an usher. It's more to you than just a mission. You know, they used to always call all the women mission. Y'all didn't get no high. Y'all remember that? Y'all quiet on them. Some of y'all had a call in your lives, but you were stuck in mission. That's right. That's right. I'm here today. God said I have an assignment. It wasn't for back then. Oh, y'all don't want to hear it. See, y'all too quiet. Can I have two people that got something got a call in their life? Make some noise. Some of y'all got a book in you. Some of y'all got some screenplays in you. Some of y'all got some teaching in you. Y'all don't understand. God has given you gifts before. But it's for Pentecost Day. It's for Pentecost Sunday. It wasn't then. He pulled Peter to the side over 50 days before, because he hadn't been crucified yet. And he told him, I got an assignment for you, but you had to wait his time. And God sent me here to tell you, you waited your time. Oh, y'all can't. It must be some other two people. I don't know. I can already come and teach you to this side of the church. God said you waited your time. And now it's your time for your assignment. It's your time for you to step out on the anointing of your gift. Now is the time to preach. Now is the time to sing. Now is the time to shout. Now is the time to move, and God is going to give you. You want to get away from the church, but it's in the church that God was going to bless. When you get converted, when you decide to do it God's way, strengthen your sister and your brother.